the Cincinnati Bengals and the Jacksonville Jaguars. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. On play action, they'll throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. A big play there for the Bengals. 45 yards on the ground. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. From the gun to give to Mixon. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
This is caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or 2. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. Here's a run with Mixon, and he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Let's go now. 10-2 stop.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Now.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Hey, come on. 5.
51, Mike. Mike 51. Oh, yeah.
Hard. Hard.
Here we go again. Quick dash.
Get it.
Operating from the gun. Eason, he's going to loft one deep left side here. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Come to me, it's me.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. A gain of 3, second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got it at the 15. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, 68 yards. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Mike, 48. Mike, 48. Ricky. 48, Mike.
And they'll try a little razzle-dazzle. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there as that one is going to blow up in their faces.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
And as he approaches to kick it off, he might be thinking this could be a 14-0 lead with a couple of PATs as he sends this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round.
Check. Lucky. Hey, Alpha.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And connecting here with DJ Shark. Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Fournette running out of the gun. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And now a hook up downfield on 2nd down. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
2nd and 9 now. Going to throw deep for the ends. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. you got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. He's going to air it out deep for Green. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A.J. Green, 54 yards. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Eason. That one complete. He finds Sharp. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
The one thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. .45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Bengal 1st down on the 16-yard pickup there. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And an alley to run. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati 1st down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. The tight end, C.J. Uzomah, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Come on here, come get some.
2nd and 10. Open man is Uzomah. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. They'll give it to Mixon, and he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon with his second touchdown here in this first half. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. So now the Bengals offense will stay out there as they'll decide to go for two. They'll set up to throw. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Eason. And he rifles one incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, but now it's 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Rock it. Hey, Charlie. Get it.
To throw on 3rd down. Eason is going to loft one deep over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A big play there. 74 yards as they are now on the board here in the first half. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Switch.
The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The corner, Perry Nickerson, had the tackle. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to hold that one in.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well. This quarterback now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. He's going to air it out deep for Green. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable. And there's 2 schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Eason, he's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 56 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
We got three, fellas. We got three.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Eason, flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well.
Go!
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend.
Watch the slap. 61, matchbox lights. Shoot.
To throw on 2nd down. Eason. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark there to make the grab. And the Jaguars get a score closer. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Mike 48. It's our field.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Check. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still won't.
2nd and long. Taken down. Back at his own 7.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fielded at about the 28. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7-0 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Eason. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. Well, that's good for a 1st down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Eason, this one caught by his tight end, Oliver. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Hey, high 7.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
2nd and 5. Looking long for Westbrook. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they're going to measure revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Right here, guys. Mike 51, Mike 51.
They'll look to throw again. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit. Brandon, you're never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
On the ready.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Looking to throw on second down. Eason. The open man is Westbrook. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. D.D. Westbrook, 70 yards, as his guys are back within a single score.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Yeah, 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, we keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. The Bengals drive about to get going. Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on third down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Get the ball.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. A loss of 2. A loss of 2 there. Second down. We've seen this a few times in this game. That offensive line just, I don't know if you want to call it out physical, out tough, whatever you want to use.
And what people do when that is happening, when they're getting dominated that way, they spread things out a little bit, make it more of a space game, and allow your skill position players to make a few plays out in open field. Take away the physical element, gives you a chance.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Coverage there by the former first-round pick, William Jackson.
12 yards to go.
Ready, break.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4.
You're out.
Let's go, D.
Hey, Sam on.
Hey, let's get there.
Back. Let's go.
From the gun, Eason. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. A very solid gain of 27.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3 and out.
Alert 3.
Smooth.
51 to Mike. 51 to Mike.
Hustle, shoot.
On first down, Eason. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Here's second and 10 now from the 35.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
To throw again, Eason. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
3 down.
Go.
27, eyes on 20.
Come.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 19.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. Again, it's Fournette. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
70, Indy.
A 7-yard gain.
Ready.
Jaguars first down. First and goal.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him. And he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
Let's go, baby.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set,
The Bengals drive about to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw here. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 27-yard line. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Again, it's Mixon, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And able to find Green. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game.
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he fires one incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Looking to throw. Eason. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. That'll put him north of 100 yards receiving now in this divisional round game. And it's a 1st down. Now Leonard Fournette. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 42-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down. Eason is going to fire one deep over the middle. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Coverage there by Von Bell. They were trying to erase that deficit in one play.
They certainly were, but how about the reaction time and the instincts back deep to force the incompletion? We might need to mark this one down. We may look back and say that was a game-saving play.
On third down, Eason. He's going to rifle one deep left, and he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. A quick throw now complete to Ross. 33 yards that time. Our offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You've got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Mike 48, Mike 48. Listen. 48, Mike. 48, Mike. Let's go. Set.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that is caught. What a catch inside the 5. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
Check 15, check 15. Where'd he go?
And that's going to be incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. But now it's 3rd and goal. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him 4 yards there, but they're still well short of the goal line with 4th down now looming. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Bullock will put this one through, and that'll make this a 7-point game. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the, and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Jaguars. D.D. Westbrook, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point.
Yes, it was a touchdown, and not just a TD, but how about a long touchdown that puts them in a great position now.
And now just an extra point away from tying this thing. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They're going to look to throw. He gets this one to Boyd. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He finds his running back, Mixon. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
And that absolutely cannot happen. Just a gain of a yard in this situation, you've got to get chunks of yardage. Otherwise, the defense, very happy with what you're doing.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 39. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
24 is the mark. Rapid. 81. He's checked.
On play action, they'll throw. Finding Green complete. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
Let's go now. Pittsburgh. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. After the broken tackle, couldn't get free for much space. Taken down right at the 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So it all comes down here to the right foot of Randy Bullock. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. Well, sometimes you get a mismatch in these divisional round games. Not here. This has been everything we could have hoped for.
Okay, Brandon, don't get mad at me, but it's time for the old cliche.
Bring it.
Neither of these teams deserves to lose, but in the end, it's looking like the late field goal is going to be the difference in this game.
That's a good cliche. We'll let that one go. And looking at it from the perspective of the losing side here in this divisional round, it all ends so abruptly, doesn't it? A few hours ago, you've got all this hope and anticipation of maybe a deep run, and now you're out of it.
Well, let's applaud the team that won, and rightly so. They're moving on. They still have a chance to get to the big game. But let's not bury the team that lost. I think I do a lousy job of illuminating what a great year they had. Let's face it, when it's all said and done, they were one of 8 teams left with a chance to get to and win the Super Bowl. That's a pretty darn good season.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we sign off from Jacksonville.